I just found out that my husband has been texting a 16-year-old girl. I'm feeling numb and so confused right now and need to get this off my chest. We've, both 30s, been married for 3 years, no major fights or disagreements, and my discovery happened about 2 weeks ago. I'm in utter shock that I sometimes forget this is really happening. Turns out he's been sexting this 16-year-old girl for 3 months now. I saw their exchanged texts on FB, and I did some digging by looking at her Facebook profile. She's 16, Asian American. Now I don't know if he knows her outside of Facebook because really all I know is some little info, but I'm burning inside afraid of the confrontation and how it might go. Not only am I devastated over the fact that he's potentially cheating, but also the fact that she's a minor. I'm lost on what to do or whom to tell or how to process this. I do not think this is a forgivable thing for me to move past, even if he comes up with an explanation for this. My wife caught me cheating. So yesterday it finally happened. My wife of 8 years caught me cheating and we ended up having a huge fight. I never saw it as a big deal. I told her she was overreacting, but all she seems to think is that I'd broken the most important thing in a marriage, which is trust. I've been doing it ever since we got married and even a little bit before. I never considered it wrong. She's still mad about it and staying with her parents. We can barely have a conversation without her telling me I'm gaslighting her. She said straight up she wants a divorce, and I just think it's such a big overreaction. I told her it was just a game of Uno, but she doesn't care. Does anyone have any advice? My girlfriend slept with her celebrity crush. I'm still in shock. I'm heartbroken. My GF and I have been dating for 4 years, we lived together. During that time, she has been obsessed with a very minor YouTube musician. He has a few videos with a couple of million views and a small following. During our entire relationship, she has always claimed that he was her exception. I always assumed it was a joke. I'd fire right back with my celebrity crush. Well, he went on tour and played in the city near us at a small venue. She went with a coworker to see him. After the concert, she didn't come home that night or answer my texts. I assume she slept over with her coworkers since she lives closer to the venue. She came home the next morning and didn't talk about the concert much. I asked questions and got vague answers which were odd. I assumed she was tired. Later that day she broke the news to me. It was bizarre. She said it with a smile on her face as though I was going to be happy and excited for her. I am heartbroken. I was yelling, we were both crying. She said she didn't know how I'd react, but she didn't think it would be this extreme. She said I always knew he was her exception. I didn't think she was serious. I am currently staying in a motel, and I don't know what to do. I love her so much, but I cannot think about her without thinking about what she did. She has tainted my memory of her. I cannot help but think that clearly, she does not love me unconditionally like she claims she does, because this is not love. Clearly, I am not the one she is obsessing over, even though she is the one with whom I have always obsessed over. If I am not enough for her, then I don't know if I ever will be. And it clearly seems as though I am not enough for her. I am lost. I am hurt. I am alone. Edit. Just wanted to thank everybody so much for the support. This blew up like I never imagined, and the support that flew in was unbelievable. I'm hurt and still heartbroken. I don't know if anything will heal this. But I was never expecting this amount of support. Thank you to everybody. I'm happy that I walked in on my husband having sex with his partner. So, about a year ago my husband, Matthew, 39, stated that he wanted us to open our marriage. His reasoning was that he was no longer sexually attracted to me and couldn't have an orgasm because I'm too loose. He didn't want us to get a divorce because he still loved me. He insisted that we continue being a happy couple that did not act sexually with one another. We would have our sexual needs met by someone whom we could consider to be our other partner. I was initially hurt by this because when he explained his reasoning, he didn't miss a beat when insulting me. I was no longer attractive to him because I aged. I'm currently 34. I agreed to the open marriage because I love him and didn't want to lose him. A brief set of the rules that we agreed on: once we find a partner, we have to introduce our partners to each other. My husband introduces his partner to me and vice versa. We can have sex with other people, but in order for it to be considered okay, we'll have to tell each other about it. If in a sexual relationship with someone, we must get tested regularly. We don't have sex with our partner in our home. We can build emotional relationships with someone but can't be taken as far as love. We show our partners the rules and explain our boundaries. We do not call our partners pet names. My husband and I must come home to each other every night, sleep in the same bed, wake up together, etc. Typical marriage just without sex. We have more rules, but I just wanted to state the main ones. A couple of weeks after Matthew insisted we open our marriage, he brought home his partner Jamie, 24. Jamie is so pretty. He looks like an angel. A fresh-faced, beautiful boy, with the uttermost perfect smile, the literal definition of youth. I had never been more intimidated in my life. The introduction was so embarrassing. I had no idea what to say and I just wanted to cry. I literally witnessed my husband's type change in front of my eyes. Jamie and I are complete opposites, physically and personality-wise. Now on to the story. Yesterday I came home on my lunch break to take a quick nap before returning to work and came home to find my husband and Jamie having sex in our bed. I was shocked and didn't really know what to do, so I just left and went back to work. I honestly wasn't even tired anymore. As I was walking into work, I saw that I was being bombarded with texts and calls from them both, so I just turned my phone off. I got out of work around 9 p.m., but I didn't want to go home. I went to a movie and just drove around after. I fell asleep on the side of the road and returned home at 8 a.m. this morning to get ready for work. When I walked in, I saw Matthew and Jamie at the table. Jamie looked sad while Matthew looked pissed. I told them, "Good morning," and went and got ready for work. Matthew followed me yelling, saying that what I did was wrong, and my reaction was compelled and uncalled for. He told me I was being overdramatic, and had him up all night worried because I wanted to act like a child. I don't know what came over me, but I stopped him mid-sentence and asked for a divorce. You don't love me anymore and I don't want to love you. I'm so lonely and I never had anyone nitpick my appearance more than you. If you aren't sexually attracted to me, then marry someone you're sexually attracted to. I want a divorce. He looked shocked and told me that I didn't know what I was saying and that I was just tired. When he tried walking me to the bed, I really got mad. I smacked his hand away and left again. This was a breakthrough for me. I usually let people walk all over me, but I didn't let him do it again today. I didn't want an open marriage and I don't want someone who puts me second. I asked my boyfriend why he kept cheating on me. His answer completely broke me. Throwaway. So, me, 30F, and my ex-boyfriend, 32M, were together for over 3 years. After 1 year of us being official, I discovered that he was cheating on me. I was devastated, but I also believe in second chances. I desperately wanted to give our relationship another shot, so I forgave him. That moment kick-started the downward spiral of our relationship. I would discover him cheating on a regular basis with multiple different people. Every time I would confront him, he was honest with me. Because he was upfront, I would always give him another chance. I believed that, because he was honest, what he was doing wasn't that bad. After this catastrophe of a relationship dragged on for the next 2 years, I finally reached my breaking point. 2 days ago, I was in the bedroom, and he was in the living room watching TV. I peeked at his phone that was charging on the nightstand. I saw that he had created a new dating profile and was sexting other women. I felt so defeated. This had happened so many times and I just couldn't figure out why he was hurting me. I came out of the bedroom sobbing and confronted him for the millionth time. He was completely unfazed and just sat there calmly listening to me. I blurted out, "Why are you doing this to me? Don't you love me? I do so much for you. I cook, clean, have sex with you, and support you. Everything. What else can I possibly do? Just please tell me. Why?" He looked me dead in the eye with zero emotion and said, "Because I know that you won't do anything about it." I don't know why, but what he said opened my eyes for the first time. He was absolutely right. I knew right then and there that I was letting him walk all over me. He didn't need to come up with bullcrap excuses, deny it, or even hide it from me. So here I am, sitting alone in my parents' house, feeling like the biggest and weakest loser on the planet. Caught my neighbor cheating on her husband of 20 years and I told him about it. I tend to stay up during the night and last Monday I caught a man leaving our neighbor's house at 5 a.m. This happened 3 days in a row. Her husband is a pilot, so he's gone most of the time, plus I got a good look at the man leaving the house and it wasn't her husband. I've lived next to them for 6 years and the husband has always been super nice to me. He even used to give me math classes before I graduated high school, and he is generally a cool dude. I made a fake Facebook profile and messaged him about it. I told him that a man had been leaving their house every morning and that he should ask his wife about it. Turns out I was right. My dad and he are good friends, so he confided in my dad earlier this evening. He told my dad that he had confronted his wife with messages claiming she was cheating when he got home. Apparently, she cracked and told him everything. The husband kicked her out earlier today while I was gone. She went to live with her sister who lives not far. No one knows that it's me who told him about it, and it'll most likely stay that way. It could be anyone in the neighborhood. I know I should mind my own business, but I got cheated on in my previous relationship, so I can't stand cheaters. I don't feel bad at all. After 18 years of marriage, I just found out that my children aren't mine. My wife Kelly and I have known each other for over 20 years and have been married for 18 years. We have 17-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, and I found out that they aren't mine 2 days ago. My kids got those ancestry tests for the family, and we found out that I am not their father. Kelly and I met each other as co-workers at a job right out of college. We both were very ambitious, so after working for a couple of years, we decided to start our own business. We fell in love, and a year after starting our business, we got married. A couple of months into the marriage, we had a massive fight over the direction we wanted to take our business in, and I left our home. She came to me a couple of weeks later, and we compromised. We've been inseparable ever since. Kelly got pregnant around that time. We've been through thick and thin. Our business has been through several hardships, but we weathered them together. We were always there for each other. We could always depend on each other. I loved her so much. She was a part of me, and I couldn't even imagine a life without her. I trusted her absolutely until this happened. Kelly has been crying and apologizing constantly. She told me that during the time we had that fight at the start of our marriage, she got drunk one night and slept with a random guy, and that she has not cheated on me since. The betrayal has left me disoriented. I told Kelly I needed time to process this, and I'm currently staying at a hotel. I don't know what I'm even doing anymore. The last 2 days have been a blur. I feel like a zombie, completely unable to feel or process anything. I don't intend to abandon my kids. I might not be their father, but I'm still their dad and I love them dearly. Right now, I'm sitting on my hotel bed, and I have not eaten anything today. My thoughts are a mess, so I'm writing this down to help me process it. Kelly has always been a great wife and an excellent business partner. I don't know if I'll be able to look at her the same again or if I'll be the same person again. I don't know how to move forward. My husband is at the hospital right now with just a friend he told me not to worry about. She got into a car accident and is apparently pregnant with his child, which she might now lose. My husband, 37, has been friends with this woman, Abigail, 24, for a little while. They both see the same trainer, so that's how they met. He invited her over to our house for dinner. She met our children. When I brought up concerns about how they seemed to be getting very close very fast, he insisted that they were just friends and that I had nothing to worry about. After that conversation, his relationship with her seemed to settle down into no different than any other friendship he has, I thought. This morning he got a phone call, and he took it outside. When he came back in, he was really shaken. He said he was going to the ER because Abigail had gotten into a car accident. I asked why she was calling him, and he said something about how her sister was on vacation and she got into a fight with her friend. It was complete bullcrap, but he was out the door. I tried texting and calling him, but he didn't answer. I couldn't leave the house because our youngest is sick. He comes back hours later and tells me he needs to talk. He looks terrible. He admits to me he slept with Abigail. He said it only happened once when he was drinking, and she got pregnant from it. He was going to tell me soon, he claimed. But now she got into a semi-serious car accident, and they don't know if the baby is going to survive. And he's a wreck about it. I want to slap him for cheating. I'm disgusted by him. I kicked him out. I don't care if he stays at the hospital or with his brother or in a ditch. I'm so mad at him for 1,000 reasons. My husband cheated on me and I'm okay with it. On Friday, I, 26F, caught my husband, 32M, with his coworker in our bedroom. I didn't feel shocked. I had suspected it for a while, but he waved it away. After the incident, he had been on his best behavior for 4 days and finally wanted to talk to me about it. I told him I was okay with it, and he was shocked. He cried and was angry, asking if I never loved him in the first place because apparently, he did. I find it extremely ironic, given he was the one who's been cheating on me for over a year. To be clear about the situation, I am not polygamous, polyamorous, or interested in having a three-way in any sense. Our life is nice. We paid off the house. No kids yet. I make enough to support myself in case we get divorced. I just don't want to. I like him, and I don't care if he went on a bus of hookers, as long as he doesn't bring home some STD. I'm not interested in sleeping with anyone else, sexually or romantically. But I don't mind if he has sex with a dozen of other people as long as he comes at night and sleeps beside me. He has been crying, screaming every time he calls me because he drove out to the motel after I told him this, saying he hates himself and there is something extremely wrong with me. Update. He's living with his mom, commuting an hour to work, and I've never felt freer.
Like and subscribe for more ducking content.